Mama, are you ready to make scones?
Yes, I've got it all ready here.
What do we need?
It's only 7 ingredients, but the most important is the flour, 500 grams. The next ingredient is chilled butter, which has been diced. That is 110 grams. Then we need some sugar, 50 grams, that's all. We've got to add another thing which is very important, which is bicarbonate of soda, which helps the scones to rise. We need the liquid, which is milk, and it mustn't be very fresh, okay? So it has to be slightly old, but not gone off, okay? So it's, yes, it's quite good, yes. And then half a lemon, and this is my special agent, okay? A pinch of salt, yes. And of course, another thing that we need is some egg to paint the scones afterwards to make them get nice and brown. First of all, we're going to add the bicarbonate of soda into the flour, like this. That is 5 grams, 5 grams. And then we need a pinch of salt.
Can I do it?
Yes, just a pinch, please. This is a pinch, you know, pinch. No, a bit more than that, please. Because otherwise, yes, that's good. Okay, I'll just put it a bit more, like this. Okay, and we sprinkle it in. And then, of course, to have these scones, they have to be made lightly, okay? So the most important thing is that everything is cold, which is quite difficult today because it happens to be quite hot here. We need the sieve here, okay? And then we're going to spoon in everything here, and we're going to sieve it through. No, we put the flour in here because we're going to sieve it, and we're going to make sure that there are no lumps at all. Then now we've got it all in the bowl, nice and sieved together, mixed up. And we're going to add in the butter. Now this is, yes, and this is all in cubes, and we've got to work very, very quickly. Then you rub the butter into the flour, and you have to be very quick because the butter mustn't actually melt.
Rub, rub, rub. Rub in. Rub.
Yeah, and then we stir it around. You stir it around, you can,
Correct.
yeah, you can find the bits of butter that haven't been rubbed in. It's very important that your hands are really clean and cold. What do you think we add now?
Egg.
No egg. The sugar. That's it. So we sprinkle the sugar, stir it around, get it all nice and mixed up together. Add the lemon to the milk and stir, and this will make the milk curdle.
What do you mean, curdle?
Curdle means when you add lemon to milk, it's acid, so it makes it go into lumps, okay, and become acid. This helps to make a good scone. Now we've got to do this. Pour it in and we stir. I don't use a spoon, I use a knife, okay, because it's lighter, okay, and scones are really quick to make, and they are especially nice to make if you've got special guests coming.
How do you call tea and scones?
Oh, it's a very special thing in England. They call it a cream tea. cream tea. Now, even if your dough is rather wet, it doesn't matter. So you use your spatula and you put it in the flour and you get it together. And then you need your special board out. So we spread the board with flour and we tip out our dough. We've got our dough. And we have to be very, very gentle. We don't use a rolling pin, only your hands.
Okay. Yeah.
It's very, very quick. And then now we've got a baking tray with our special grease-proof paper. And then you take your special cutter. This is a scone cutter. And we can start cutting. You have to be very, very quick.
Yeah. Two. Three. 4. 5. 6.
You put your cutter in the flour so that
7. 7.
scone doesn't stick to the cutter.
8.
And it keeps a nice form.
9.
Okay. 10, 11, 12. Oops. Yes. We've got 13. That's very good, Martin. After you've put all the dough together again, then you start cutting. Always remember to put the flour on the cutter.
Can I try?
Do you want to have a go?
Yes.
Down and out. That's it. Okay.
It's my turn.
You should get around 24. Let my God do it. Are they nice? Yes, they are. Cut. Cut. No, here. Okay. Yeah, come and do it. So, I'm going to put this in the flour and then you push. Push. Yes, you've got to be a little bit more decisive. Like that, and it comes out. We've got the last one here. And this is a super big scone. Perhaps we can get 2 more out. Let's see. Got this one here. So we've got another one. And this is a little one.
For
Like-
Martin.
For Martin, yeah. We'll do a little one for. Now we've got to brush
Martin.
all the scones with egg. Would you like to do that for me, Melissa?
Yes.
Scones, as I said before, are so easy to make and so quick. And the other thing, which is fantastic, is they only need 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes in the oven. 190. Can we open here? Yes. And in they go. Goodbye, scones. We'll see you later.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Yes.
Can I help?
Of course you can. So while the scones are cooking in the oven, I always like to clean the kitchen. So now we're ready to take the scones out of the oven.
Ready.
Let's see.
See.
Yes. Let's just make sure, a scone is really ready. So they are ready. So now we're going to take our rack, because it's very important that everybody stays away from the baking tray because it's hot, Martin.
It's very hot.
It's very hot. And now, wow, yes. And now we've got to remove our scones and put them on the baking rack. Oh, they look really delicious. These are really nice. Yes, these are our special scones made with Italian flour. In about half an hour, we're going to have a cup of tea and we're going to serve our scones.
Mama,
What a wonderful green tea!
Oh, it's a pleasure. Do you want a cup of tea?
yes, please.
Okay, here we are. 1, 2, and 3, and Lisa. We're using mugs today because we're having our cream tea on the balcony. You want some sugar?
Yes, please.
You want the small one? Well, first of all, I'm going to show everybody how you really open a scone. And you open it like this.
Oh,
Here we are. Put some butter. Do you want some butter?
yes, please.
Yes. So Melissa, could you open the jam?
Yes.
Now, scones are always eaten with strawberry jam. And then whipped cream, like this. Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Delicious.
It's nice.
And this is the perfect thing to eat with a cup of tea. A freshly made scone with homemade strawberry jam and whipped cream. Thank you.
Bye.